What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Pokemon Masters video. Today, we're going to be going over this specific item called the Gym Leader Notes, why it's important, and where you can get it. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So, guys, if you're heading towards the end game of Pokemon Masters, basically, you're looking at extremely difficult content that borderline requires level 100 sync pairs. And how are you going to get that? Well, you have to unlock the level caps, get them all the way up to level 85 or 80, and then unlock either level 100, level 95, or in the case of a 3-star, level 90. Well, in this case, you're going to have for a few of them, it's going to be 4 Gym Leader Notes. For the 4 stars, you're going to need 3 Gym Leader Notes. And then for some of the 5 stars, you're also going to need 5 Gym Leader Notes. And they're very, very difficult and few and far between to get. So basically, you need to make sure that if you want these, you're farming them in the best way possible. Now, the first way that you can go ahead and farm these is probably the way that very few people are going to be farming them, but it is, I guess, technically the most consistent way because it guarantees you after a certain amount of time spent that you're going to be getting them. That's going to exchange items. You go all the way down towards the bottom and you're going to see that for 100 skill capsules, you're going to be able to turn that into a single Gym Leader Notes. Now, definitely would not recommend doing that. I've spent hours and hours at this point farming up these suckers by going ahead, and I'll show you what I do. You go over to explore, you go over to training area, and then you can do any of the courses, the strike course, tech course, or support course. And if you do the very hard one, then you're very often going to be getting skill capsules. And those are very important for unlocking passives. You're going to have to use 10 for every single one, which means that you need a lot of them. Haven't done the math yet, but a lot of them to be able to unlock every single passive in this game. So all in all, you want to make sure you have a nice stockpile of them. And that's why I definitely would not recommend using them in the item exchange for the Gym Leader Notes. Now, guys, the second and arguably best way to go ahead and acquire these Gym Leader Notes is to go to super courses and clear them on very hard. Now, I will say this is a very daunting task. It definitely isn't easy by any means, and you probably are going to have a lot of difficulties doing this if you don't have any level 100 characters / sync pairs, okay? So just keep that in mind. You may not be able to clear them, and that may force you to go for the first or third method we're going to talk about in this video, which we'll get into the third one in just a minute. But these super courses have a 50-50 shot at very hard difficulty only of dropping Gym Leader Notes. You obviously can clear those 3 times every refresh, so obviously if you can clear them, it's absolutely worth your time to go ahead and do that. Stack up as many Gym Leader Notes as possible because you never know when a new character is going to come out, or several new characters even will come out that you really, really want. Now, the final way that people are currently farming these, and the best way, in my opinion, for people that aren't necessarily opposed to spending a lot of time doing it, you know, albeit on auto, is going to be going over to co-op and then using the main story. Now, all the way down at the bottom, the first co-op stage you can go into is Brock's Grit. That's Interlude 1, and you go up against the hard difficulty. You don't need to go to very hard, just the hard difficulty, Signa Suit Brock. That's going to give you a 1 in 10 or 10% chance of pulling one of these Gym Leader Notes, and that is pretty much going to be infinite as far as you want to go, as much time as you want to spend. You can jump into these, go on auto, just let this sort of play off in the background. You know, you can play another game while you're doing it or watch TV or whatever else. You know, just enjoy your life, do whatever you're doing, and then go back to it every few minutes to go ahead and jump into another match. Now, in the future, if you're watching this far, far out, you probably aren't going to have to worry about this because most likely super courses are going to be clearable because of power creep by level 85 5-star sync pairs. But right now, that's not necessarily the case, or at least it's very, very difficult to do so, and you need specific teams to do so. So I will say this is currently the easiest way to infinitely farm out these Gym Leader Notes and get your characters to level 100. And guys, one final tip is that every single person that plays this game, even free-to-play players, are going to be able to go ahead and pick up this team. These are all given to you at various points throughout the story. So once you do unlock co-op, you unlock Signa Suit Brock, everyone that has unlocked that co-op stage will have these characters, and that means that you can go ahead, throw this team together, get them leveled up. Obviously, I do have Corinna and Lucario at only level 29, but the rest of them are good, and you can throw this team together in this specific loadout, and you will do fantastic, just fine going on auto in Brock's Signa Suit hard mode co-op stage. So all in all, that's probably the way you want to go, unless you just have better characters that you can fit into these positions. But this is a free-to-play team. Anybody at that point in the game can make. So yeah, guys, that is going to be about it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please drop me a subscription if you'd like to see more Pokemon Masters content in the future. Additionally, if you enjoyed today's video and you have anything else you want to see videos on in the future, anything you have questions on, or anything at all about this game, let me know down in the comment section below. As always, have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, peace.